Class Cleric time. Voice of the Blessed is our new card that we got in this deck from the set here. So Spirit Cleric, when you gain a life, this gets a 1/1 counter. If there's 4 or more counters, it gets Flying or Vigilance. When it's 10 or more counters, it gets Indestructible. Notable that this is a Spirit in addition to a Cleric, so it also pods into Skyclave Apparition off of the Pyre of Heroes. It lets us sack things to find things with the same creature type. Cleric of Lifespawn was consistently one of the best cards of this deck, so having another card that lets us get big as we gain life sounds really good. We've got things like Luminarch Veteran and Righteous Valkyrie to gain life with, so let's go ahead and jump on into some games with this. We also got slightly better mana than last season with the Shattered Sanctum. Maybe Kaya can work in Historic. I mean, Historic is arguably more fast and brutal than Standard. So cards like Kaya's design tend to just not be particularly competitive in Magic. The fact that she doesn't play to the board at all on her own and she doesn't defend herself the turn she comes into play is a big drawback. Some Valorous Stance is probably good in the sideboard. I don't know that I want to cut the portable holes, though. Now, the removal in this deck is a touch strained because we're trying to play so many pieces of creature removal for our pod. I don't know if that's the case, Che. I think there's a good chance, like, Kaya was designed and shipped before, what's it called? Before Oko was out. Blessed, chat. Blessed. Our 26 land deck kept a 2-lander and missed its 3rd land. Feels Magic the Gathering, man. Yes, yeah, being able to just stack a ton of counters on voice is real strong for sure. Nice, nice. So what if we Cleric class into Luminarch? I kind of like it. Oko was banned 2 years ago next week. Oh, you're right. Okay, good shout. Gosh, it's been 2 years since Oko was banned? It's been a long pandemic, chat. It's been a long pandemic. Impressive start for the Clerics, by the way. They didn't have a removal spell last turn. They are so dead, chat. So unbelievably, unreasonably dead.
You fight for
me. Good golly. There's 10 or more counters, it gains Indestructible. I mean... this is turn 5, we missed a land drop.
Know that I will not abandon my quest.
Slightly above average turn 5. I don't really know what their deck is doing. I'm gonna trade this Spellbinder for an extra Skyclave. If we just click submit. Let's make that one swap. When in doubt, stay linear. Remember that a 14/14 indestructible still fits in a portable hole. Mood. It's circled like that for a while, actually. We did update the actual icon, though. We got 2 shots at a basic or creature land to have it play on 2. If this hand can play a spell on 2, it's very good. Nailed it. We want to lead on Cleric of Lifespan here, because not only does it get us to gain life sooner, but we want to play around Vanishing Verse being their turn 2 play. Let's go in dungeon diving. I feel like if this format was more hospitable to fair mid-range decks, this card would be a lot more popular. Pretty good. Are y'all ready to pump up the jam? Well, that's rude. How am I supposed to pump up jams now, opponent? Really wanted to play 2 2-mana spells that turn, but want to get the Cleric of Lifespan back before we start deploying these things. Hook me, opponent. Have a heart.
Children, subservience will be rewarded.
Subservience will be rewarded. This thing gets really big really fast, chat. Is this Skyclave Cleric a land or a spell? I think it might be a spell. I think I'm passing.
Good minions are loyal and deadly.
This is summoning sick, chat. I didn't attack with it because it's summoning sick. I know it's already a 7/7, but we did just play it. It did in fact just hit the board.
I bring order to this broken world. I bring my own army.
So do we just get Skyclave Hierophant down so they can't sweep the board profitably? I guess we're going to get counters on this. I kind of have a destroy all this stuff card, right? Like a Doomscar. Do I want to play around Doomscar? Yeah, we could just Pyre, sack Dawnbringer, grab the Angel, and then smack for a bunch. I feel like the way we lose this game is a sweeper, though, right? I kind of feel like I want the sweeper insurance. I guess Orah's not even that good. I only get one thing back if they sweep the board because of Orah. Yeah, maybe I should just Pyre there and smash. The fact that I don't have any 3-mana clerics on board's a little awkward. Welcome back, Risu Risu. Thanks for the 23 months. Yeah, Voice of the Blessed is super strong.
Nothing on Innistrad is
This deck felt pretty reasonable last season. Seems very good now. Our linear game plan got better, which is what we want to be for sure. We do definitely get to Pyre next turn is accurate. Yeah, we built it back up pretty quickly, though. And, like, it's not like our deck has a shortage of good things that they need to be removing, right? We have like 8 of this kind of effect, basically. Hey, Skunky, thanks for the 22 months. Welcome back. Yeah, no friends there, because the friends don't block. They're just trying to figure out how best to be defensive here. Do they have rules, both are voiced, or are we just reading it? Oh, is Untapped still having problems with the new cards? I think we just get this going. get a little bit aggressive here. Been mauled, chat. I mean, is this even really an oof? Like, we're trading and then they're forcing a jump? Like, what's the oof here? Can you explain? Like, they get to continue playing a game of Magic, but like, it's not like we're behind, right?
I will get what I want.
Yeah, and our 2-drop traded for a 4-mana spell in terms of tempo of the game. They do have 4 cards in hand. They have Planeswalkers that can generate cards. I think if they don't have a sweeper, they're still in a pretty mediocre spot. If they have like a Doomscar or something to catch back up with, they could be okay.
Dire times, dire tactics.
Kaia's pretty good.
Get out and finish the job. It's the least you deserve.
Want to just get rid of their Brutal Cathar here. Twin to win. Thanks for the over 3 years. Welcome back. Send these that away. Oh, interesting. So they're giving... Well, I guess they don't lose their whole board because it only has 4 attack. Fair.
We will do what I demand.
I think that's an okay trade for us. Just hoping to draw creatures at this point. They're a little bit grindier than I was expecting after the first game. I think for game 3, we're definitely going to board in the 4th Hierophant.
A gift in exchange for loyalty. My will cannot be denied.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Yeah, are we just supposed to be working on another voice, or are we supposed to be, like, working up to... I think we're just dead at this point. I think top right's probably the right choice. We didn't really know what their deck was doing that game. Yeah, Crippling Fear is definitely coming in here. The last Hierophant as well. We killed them so quickly in the first game, we didn't really get to see most of their deck. We can board a bit better here. What's the 25 months Pengu power? Yeah, if the opponent's deck can manage to not die to Aldern's Epiphany, it seems pretty reasonable. Definitely seems like it has good tools to play against decks like ours that play to the board. The new 2-drop's really strong, Beansy. The Johnny's Primate with upside is big game. Man, chat, asking people for feedback on the internet is so wild. I used a new graphic in my Pokemon Unite intro today, and I asked for feedback on it, and someone gave me the feedback, I don't think the graphic looked clean, you need to find a way to blend it better. The fuck does that even mean? I left corporate America to escape non-specific buzzwords like this. Yeah, the graphics just not agile enough, Jeff. Make it pop. Yeah, can it pop a little bit more? Thanks for the 25 months, Mr. Mark. That is true. I did ask for feedback. I have but myself to blame. I don't have a change log. If you want to know what I changed in a deck, I'd encourage you to go look at the past versions yourself. It's for the 2 years, Mr. Bips. Welcome back. Hoodoo 2020 had 24 months in it. Mood. I was gonna exile this before it could generate them more value. Birthing Pod would be so good in Historic. I think we just start generating value at this point, right? So we're going to give them this 3/3, and we'll grab a Skyclave here. Play a Voice of the Blessed. Thanks for the quarter of a year, J-Dubs. Welcome back. So, pretty big mistake here from the opponent. They let me get Cleric of Lifespawn back here before this comes into play for some reason. So both of these get bigger now. Thanks.
Consider yourself fortunate our motives align.
We do take those.
You fight for me now.
For the 16 months, Warlordy. And then, honestly, with the Veteran in the graveyard, I think I attack here. Because, like, I'm trading my 4/4 for their 2/3, but, like, it's going to replace itself with Veteran coming back into play. And then, or they chump block both and keep their Planeswalkers. Like, I'm trading my 4/4 for a 2/3 plus their Sorin. And I'm getting a 1/1 out of the deal because of the Hierophant. I made it bigger intentionally, Red Link, because I wanted it to feel like a pyramid stacked up. I think I'd rather kill the 2/3 than the 3/3. They're trying to decide which of these they want to kill. And they're basically out of resources here, right? Like, they're on one card at this point.
Wallow in dark.
Cleric dies. Cleric comes back. Dizzy B, thanks for the 17 months. I really haven't made that many changes, Brennick. Just make the changes yourself. It'll be on the YouTube channel at the end of the day. I think we want to just get things into play that can try and outgrow a meat hook, ideally. So they can currently meat hook for 4, so if we put a counter here, both of these are out of meat hook range. Oh, sweet. Chat, Twitch Rivals is having a Pokemon Unite tournament, and my Twitch rep just confirmed that I'm invited to play in it. That should be fun. Thanks for the 44 months, G. Miller. Welcome back. So, if I pod the Luminarch, I get the Veteran back? No, because I don't have Skyclave in play yet. I guess we just do this and smash them. Oh yeah, this thing gains flying. God, this card is nuts, chat. Am I okay trading Cleric of Life Spawned for Hive plus a 3/3? I think I am. Because I'll get the Veteran back as well if I do that. I miscounted. No, chat. I'm only at 26, not 27. What a tilter. Never lucky. I don't know how we're gonna pull this one out now. Yeah, this new 2-drop in a historic life gain deck sounds really strong. It's being impressive here in Standard for us. Yeah, voice was a solid upgrade. I mean, the 2-drop cleric that got bigger once per turn was always one of our best cards last season. So the fact that, like, that's like an unchecked version of that effect. If the metagame from the tournaments this weekend doesn't look like a smoldering dumpster fire, I might play in the Red Bull tournament next weekend. I like this deck. Hallowed Priest is one of those weird, not legal in best of 3 cards, or am I thinking of something else? What's that? What set is Hallowed Priest in? Is that the 1/1 that gets bigger every time you gain a life for 2 mana? Yeah, that one's not standard legal. It's best of 1 legal, but it's not like, yeah, it's not legal in real Magic, chat. Did I keep my gate appropriately? Has the gate been kept accordingly? You leave my goblin trash master alone. Thanks for the 16 months, Ice Ice. Welcome back. Gate is locked and secure. God bless. Man, we're gonna be 1 hit point short again next turn, right? This only puts us to 26. Fine. Oh my god, they have double Blizzard Brawl? I'm gonna no block here because this could be Inscription. Feels like they have Inscription, chat. Yeah, it could be Veil, too. I think I want to get Cleric building up. Hey, happy set release to you too, Frigley. Thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. GG! Are we done here? It's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't play here. Do 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 do. Pump up, the bump up, the wump up, the jam. Do 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 do. Does he have to kill them in the air in 2? Crunch. Morning, Shavs. Alright, so Cathar and Skyclave in, Vanishing Verse in, Elite Spellbinder out, Dawnbringer out. What are the cuts? I have some of the decks we're gonna play today in the stream queue, but I also have other things that we may or may not play. I might let chat vote on some things too. This is technically the last standard deck people had donated for, and I want to do all standard today. We'll dip into historic with the new cards on Monday. Yeah, probably Cleric class. It doesn't really play to the board. It'd be right to have Crippling Fear. It's very one-sided. Aspirant's only okay here. Portable hole in the draw also seems okay. We're still at 28 creatures. Let's try this. Oh yeah, we have the mono white deck with Savior. Chat, this is why I have a deck queue written down. This is why we write things down. And greed a little bit here. Yes, taking notes is busted. Confirmed. Blue-black zombies. I think I can be convinced to play some blue-black zombies. Anybody in chat have a blue-black zombie starting point for us? Rhino said they're buying. If we get an untapped white source next turn, we get to go Veteran into Voice and be in a pretty good spot with the 4/4 right away. The new bit badges look so good. Very pleased with them. Sedge. I guess we'll just play Cleric of Lifespond and get a 3/3. Yeah, unless someone else breaks it, I'm done brewing with Kaya for the season. Pump up, the bump up, the wump up, the jam. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hear my voice, chat. Allow me to sing you the song of my people. Pippity pop, the fun don't stop. Yeah, feeding hope bakes tokens. Big sad. For sure. Build around's the same as not. Rhino. If someone has a zombies deck, we can get to it today. If they don't, I'm gonna stream tomorrow for a few hours. I'm gonna do at least 2 decks tomorrow morning. We'll do maybe a little more than that if the viewer count's good. If I voiced first, we would have gotten 2. Yes, this would have been a 6/6 if I would have voiced first, right? Would have gotten 2 and 2 instead of 3. Thank you for pointing that out. No, that's a good shout. And then I would have been able to block this, right? Yeah, good call. Heads up observations from chat there. So, I think we're supposed to pod the veteran here and just grab another... Do we grab another voice or do we grab another cleric? I think I want another cleric. It's a little bit less power in the short term. But in the long term, it gives me more life gain triggers, right? And then next turn, we go voice into pod the veteran into another cleric, I think. Crunch. This card's text box seems too small. Spoken like somebody that's never held a Yu-Gi-Oh card in their hands. Oh, they are super dead, chat. Their best play is level this. I don't think I can afford to block this and run into a Ranger's Guile. So I think we just take the 6 down to 14. Hey, thanks for the 16-month swimmer. They have Inscription then? Yeah, Blizzard Brawl post-combat's also not good for us. Well, I guess Blizzard Brawl post-combat kills it regardless, right? It's Inscription and Ranger's Guile that get us here. I think I just... This is just Inscription that gets us. I'm gonna take this block. Because Blizzard Brawl is getting us regardless. I'm gonna take this one. We didn't get Inscriptioned. Tangle Trap! Wow, that one was not on my radar at all. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all we got. Bum ba dum ba dum ba da 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 da. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum. That's a little sad. Mono green got a 2-1 for 1. Are they dead? Is this lethal? I think this is lethal, right? This gains me 1, and then this gains me 2. So that's 10, 17. Yeah, they're dead. We are clear for takeoff. Roger Dodger, over and out. Control the voice of the blessed. You are clear for takeoff. Wrench. All right. 2 mana, 10/10s. I can dig it. Can you dig it? Be-do-do-do. Alright, chat, let the clerics hit the board. Blue mana, foretell cards, boo! Boo! Boo this opponent, chat! Hello, darkness, my old friend. Looks like the opponent's taking extra turns again. They're making those fucking birds. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Don't boo blue boo ads. As a friendly reminder to anybody planning to play in the Hoaglandia Open this Sunday, you are allowed to play any cards that are standard legal. However, if you are playing Aldrin's Epiphany, you're going to need 4 or 5 match wins before you get on coverage. Because we have standards here. So, there are no house bans, but there are coverage shadow bans. Yeah, the opponent's archetype existed last season. The stadiums let you win with birds more quickly. Means you can kill your opponent even if they're playing a deck like ours that has gained a bunch of life. So, like, we're actually, if they draw untapped land, we're actually just dead here, right? Because this goes to 5 this turn, and then it gains 5 next turn. So it didn't matter that our deck could gain life. Yeah. What a fun and interesting game of Magic. Did you have fun, chat? We'll cut here. Need 2 trims. Got Cleric class? No, this is exactly the kind of matchup you want Cleric class in, right? It lets you grind. I guess it's not a threat on its own. We have Hierophant line. That's maybe fine. Maybe this is more just for mid-rangey matchups, creature matchups. Thanks for the follow, citizen. Thanks for the 31 months, staff. I appreciate the over 2.5 years. All right. Curving right on out the door. Yeah, so the card going to foretell here, I think we definitely play the Hierophant here. So this way, if this is a Doomscar, they can't really sweep our board profitably. CGB described it as Wizards putting every other deck on the ban list when they didn't ban Epiphany. Yep. I think we'll get some new aggressively slanted decks out of this card release, but yeah, for the most part, for the most part, it's an Epiphany world, and the rest of us are just living in it. So even if I play this, they could still Doomscar me next turn. So I'm just gonna Valkyrie here to punch a bunch of damage, and then they die even if they sweep, right? So if they sweep, I get back a Righteous Valkyrie and 2/2 drop clerics off the Hierophant. I guess they could play a... Ah, yes. The tried and true deck building classic Skyclave Apparition Doomscar deck. The trash. Thanks for the 2 months. I'm excited for release date too. Yeah, Cleric's got Voice of the Blessed, which is very powerful. Shield does stop birds from killing with Stadium, but we're largely playing Reidane for the Reidane side. The peanut butter and onions deck building theory. That's such a great way to put it, Jareth. I'm gonna squirrel that one away to use in the future. Peanut butter and onions deck building theory. That's a good line. Murder face. Thanks for the 21. Good morning. Good morning. Our lands, baby. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. 26 lands later, chat.
Inner struggle has been through enough. Needs our help. I've got some tinkering to do.
Cause we're doom scarred now. Do. Be do. Really a whole lot we could do there. We kept a 2-lander on the draw on our 26-land deck and didn't have a 3rd land on the 4th turn. Oh, hey, it totally did, Rhino. I'm gonna be honest, I need to do some research on blue-black zombies. I don't think it's one that I can build reasonably on stream right now. I'd prefer to, be able to look around a little bit. Thanks, Moon Boots. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what half those cards do, so looking at the deck list doesn't really accomplish anything for me. I need to be able to read the cards. I'm just playing this tipped. Yeah, I like this new board a lot. They do such a great job with the game boards in this game. I really wish they would take my money and let me play on the ones I want to play on. Speaking of zombies, so if I would have been greedy and kept this as a spell, I'd have been able to play it this turn. Yes, the boards for standard legal sets aren't in the historic queue and vice versa. So you won't get to play on a pretty board like this if you play historic. Okay. Could be worse. We're up to 25. It's kind of funny we were talking about zombies and then immediately get to see it here against our tribal deck. Got me. Just chillin'. Chillin' like a villain. Hey, chat, are you ready for a nuts turn? Watch this one trick, chat. Oh, wait, I should attack first, right? Yeah. So you pod the Valkyrie into another 4-drop, and this gets back the 2. And then the 4-drop comes into play and triggers legendary, so one of them dies, and then we get back both of our Righteous Valkyries. Slightly above average turn. Value. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Do 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 do. Their pile of creature trigger is a lot less impressive than ours. Oh, did I forget to block with this? Whatever. Whatever. So they're dead in the air. I forgot to block with one of my things, and we gained a life from the attack. So anyways. So Crippling Fear sounds good. All my removals sounds good. Maybe I don't need the extra Hierophant. I think I want the removal spells. Hey, thanks for the over 2 years kicker. How many creatures is this? Like 26 or 27? 28 still? Yeah, that's plenty. Can a Skyclave Cleric? Skyclave Cleric is one of our lands. Don't cut the lands. Okie doke. Okie doke. Hey, thanks for the Prime Gengar. Thanks for the 3 years. And thanks for giving me the push I needed to make Mass Effect. our most recent variety game. Really been enjoying it. I think I'm just Vanishing Versing this turn. Because it's gonna outpace my things that'll grow bigger, so. It is our large, yeah. Well, that's rude. We've been enfeebled, chat. We just do this. We're dead, right? Too slow on the draw versus triple champion. Honestly, it wasn't even just the triple champion, right? It was like the quad 1-mana spells. If they hadn't had the removal spell with the triple champion, I think we would have been okay there. But all of it together is just a little too much. Hey, thanks for the 1.5. Totally reasonable. Cryo Gen Z, thanks for the 16 months. Yeah, it's just really solid pressure from the opponent there for sure. We had tried some blue-black zombies last season, and the conclusion was if we could have 2 or 3 champion of the perished, if we had 2 to 3 champion of the perished every hand, it was great. Your bits of buffering are probably on my end. My internet's been bouncing up and down this morning for some reason. We've dropped 2% frames in the last 2.5 hours. So it's not on your end, it is on mine. Your streams are fine, yeah. We're better off playing Orah, maybe, to trade for the Lord. Well, I guess if I play the Orah on 4, if I play the Orah on 4, they keep both their champions of the perished, right? Like, they still have 2 giant things to beat me down. Uses my mana more efficiently, though, and then sets me up to Skyclave plus a 2-drop on 5. That could have potentially been better. Twitch was buffering a lot for you last night as well. Okay, yeah, it could be a thing on Twitch's end, too. I haven't had any other internet issues. My internet is not Comcastic. They are very pretty. So pretty. Okay, and this means that this champion of the parish is only going to be a 3/3 this turn, so we can trade Crippling Fear 2 for 1 here, which is great. My friends. Yeah, I tweeted something to that effect earlier this week. I think one of the best design changes Wizards has made in recent memory was ensuring that we actually finish land cycles. Wizards also used to always take forever to finish land cycles out. And the fact that they just like finished it right away here was great. Same with pathways, right? We just got all 10 pathways in set after set. Now we got all 10 slow land set after set. Definitely enjoy not having my deck building artificially limited by what lands we have available. All right, what happened? They killed some of my stuff. It's gone. Let's go Cleric into Voice. Oh, are you kidding me, Google Chrome? All right, hold on 1 second, chat. I think we're back. My fucking Google, I just cannot catch a break lately. I am physically removing the piece of shit Elgato capture card from my computer this evening after I am done streaming. I know you can see me. Sorry, I don't have chat up yet. The Elgato capture card blue screened my fucking computer again, and then Windows, after it blue screened, had to install system updates. So not only did it blue screen, but then it restarted twice so Windows could update. Yes, it blue screens and fucking crashes my entire computer when it's not even being used. It is a piece of trash, piece of hardware. Unreal. And I have been waiting a week and a half for their support to get back to me, and I just can't. It's just disrupting my work too much now. It's just they've cost me so much money past not even just the $400 card, but the amount of money that I have lost from the crashes on my computer from it hurting my job is just completely awful. Thanks for the sub, guys. And then the insult to injury is that, I just lost all of my, Chrome browser tabs too. Chrome crashed, and I told Chrome to restore my browser tabs, and then Chrome decided, nah, fuck you, Jeff. I'm not restoring your browser tabs. All right, refresh. Let's get my webcam border back up. All right, there we go. Thank you, Tokyo Whirlwind. That's very generous of you. Chat, I have a $400 Elgato capture card. It can be yours for $200. It may or may not blue screen your computer. Any takers, slide into my DMs. Chat, they're the industry standard. It's quite the deal. It's half off almost. I feel bad trying to sell it. But people are gonna buy them anyways, so I might as well. Yeah, it could definitely just be an issue with my particular hardware configuration with this capture card. Lots of other people use them. And then the crash also means that this deck will be late getting uploaded to YouTube because I have to manually edit the video pieces back together from pre-crash and post-crash. Because normally the reason why my stuff ends up on YouTube so quickly is I upload the video segments mid-stream so they can be processed and ready to go when I'm done streaming for the day. But I can't do that if I have to edit the video, do video editing in the middle. it, but it's... Attack with this one. If they want to attack it off for this trade next turn, I think that's fine for us. Well, I mean, it was guaranteed to not happen during the open cans, right? I was giving Elgato until end of day today to get back to me with a fix for it since it's been a week and a half. But I was always planning on physically removing the card from my computer before the open if they didn't get back to me with a resolution. The open is much too big of a deal. We're going to be on the Twitch front page again Sunday. Like... What is an Elgato? An Elgato, the thing that's... Elgato is a brand name. They are a brand that makes capture cards. How long have I had this card for? It's been blue screening my computer for... since I bought it. The card's less than 3 months old. The first time it blue screened my computer happened a month in. It's like brand new. And for those that aren't familiar with tech, a capture card is what lets me do content with the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation, and like my cell phone. It's a device that takes video inputs into your computer. I think we just Skyclave their Skyclave and get a 4/4 here. Maybe I'm supposed to play this land. Potting this into a 3 sounds really appealing, though. You tried turning it off and turning it back on. It turns itself off and back on. That's true. So... the number one sign oughts that I should have known the Elgato card was going to be a piece of trash hardware is it's actually the only capture card of the 3 capture cards I have in my home that doesn't work on Linux. Because it's a bunch of proprietary bullshit. But it was highly recommended, and it was the industry standard, and that's why we picked it up. And I've told this story before, but the reason why I even bought it to begin with is I was having this weird audio bug sporadically with my cheaper generic capture cards. But the Elgato also has that audio bug sporadically, so clearly it's a Windows driver issue, not a generic issue. What would I recommend? I have this EasyCap 4-channel USB capture card here, which is what I'm going to go back to using with my multiple devices. And then I have a, I forget what the brand is upstairs. I think it's an AP Tech or something like that. Single device capture card that Krista uses when she records her Unite gameplay. They're not respecting the Pyre of Heroes, chat. All right, so what do we want to do here? We're not gonna get anywhere near 25 for Valkyrie. I think I'm just going Veteran into Valkyrie here. Just trying to get set up for a big turn. So someone asked, why would Elgato make it not work on Linux and what makes Linux different? Someone asked, what does proprietary bullshit mean? So proprietary means that your card or hardware or whatever has things that have their own standards of interfacing between hardware and software. And basically it means that all my generic capture cards all run on device drivers that work with a bunch of different things, whereas the Elgato needs very specific special things for just it, essentially, is the difference. Alright, so I think we're gonna Cleric of Life's Bond here. And then that gets us to 27. And then what if we just like Skyclave Apparition into the 4-drop here? I think that's the plan. Thanks for the year and a half, R large. Thanks for the 17 months, Visibles. Hey, Will's up. Thanks for the 15 months. Glad to have you played in the open this weekend. Let's come back on Claire. Thanks for 3/4 of a year. Well, yeah, it's not even about providing support, right? It's about making your hardware so only you have the device drivers that make it work. Okay, and then this turn, we get to run back the Pod Valkyrie into a Hierophant. Maybe I should have gotten another Valkyrie here, actually. I don't think there's any reason to put 6-drops in this deck. Can you explain what putting 6-drops in my deck does for me? I put these in the wrong order and gained less life than I could have. Like this here, right? Like, when people are like, Jeff, why aren't there 5 or 6 mana cards in your deck? Why do I need 5 or 6 mana cards, chat? You get to these cards and they die. So like, what problem is being solved by putting a bunch of like expensive bad cards in my deck? My three, yeah, it's a Timmy problem. My 3s and my 4s kill them. A lot of cheap dorks. I don't know that I want Crippling Fear here. They have the dragons that it doesn't deal with. Need 2 cuts here. This is a Brutal Cathar matchup. Brutal Cathar is probably fine, question mark. Maybe. I've been trimming Luminarch on the draw. I don't hate that. Oh, this card's pretty bad against their Skyclave Apparitions. Thanks for the 24 months, 40 Deuce. Welcome back. Where did the idea for the Jester branding coming? there was a user that still drops by on occasion who made their Twitch name the King of Hoaglandia. And someone in chat was like, well, Jeff's obviously the King of Hoaglandia. And my off-the-cuff response to that was, I'm not the king, I'm the jester, dancing for Hoaglandia's entertainment. And then there was an artist who, Justin. There was an artist who did tokens for a lot of the SCG tour grinders. So when she asked me what I wanted to be caricaturized as, I said a jester. Anoronics was one of our people that was really into Modern. So when we moved to being a mostly arena stream, they fell off. You gotta remember, I've been at this a while, chat. We hit full-time streaming status on the old Moto content forever ago. I kind of gotta get rid of the hopeful innate here, huh? Otherwise, it's gonna get to kill my pod. That's true. When we really started streaming on this channel, my now 7-year-old was in diapers. It's a mixture of both, Darth. I both think current Modern is pretty middling, and the Moto interface leaves a lot to be desired. Honestly, if I'm blunt about Moto, it's not even the visuals of the interface itself that keeps me off of Magic Online. It's the speed at which you play the game. Playing Magic Online is fucking glacial compared to Arena. It's really slow. Like having to click on every one of your lands when you cast a spell, sometimes clicking on them twice if they make 2 colors of mana, is brutal. Jeff is such a Twitch boomer, he'll be the one in diapers soon. Oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't play this out. I actually don't have anything in the bin yet. Yeah, I probably should have played this and potted the Veteran into a 2-drop. Yeah, this was a mistake on my part. Luminarch chip. I think we're just supposed to Pyre. And then next turn, if we can survive till next turn, Voice turns into a Skyclave Apparition for us. Off the Pyre. Yeah, this deck definitely goes to the grindstone for sure. Whatever we're getting is probably just jump blocking, so I'm gonna grab Skyclave Cleric. Yeah, deck tracker is illegal. There is a rules tab on the open page. You want to make sure you read that so you're familiar with the requirements to be able to screen share upon request so we can do coverage. Both of us stumbled there, but the opponent had a lot of cheap cards and we did not. Do I want this portable hole? I don't think so. I just happen to have a lot of cheap things that game. I don't think they're always going to have that many cheap things. How do the casters rotate throughout the tournament? Well, this is actually our first time we're going to have more than 2 casters for an open. So the loose plan for Amy, Jim, and myself is that I'm going to cover the first 4 rounds with Amy, and then Amy and Jim are going to cover 5 and 6, and then Jim and I are going to cover 7 through 10. Usually we have 10 or 11 rounds. Depending on how many people we have and how the double elim works out. So Amy will do the first 6, Jim will do the back 6, and I will do the first 4 and the back 4. Jeff gets breaks now. Yeah, we have real sponsors and stuff, chat. It's a big deal. Shout out to Medify, Fatal Core TCG, Cole Essence Apparel, and Untapped.gg for putting up sponsor dollar reduce so we can scale up our production. We will have a 7-person production staff for this event, including casters. Yeah, you won't have to think or worry about a bracket at all as a player. You simply show up and the tournament software tells you when to play. You just keep playing until the tournament software tells you to stop. I think I'm gonna power up this. I don't want to go all in here in case they have a Fateful Absence. Unfortunately, Medify's actually asked me to do, what's it called? Coaching on their site before, but the amount I would have to charge in order to make coaching time worth skipping making content feels like it's just not worthwhile. Like, I'd feel bad asking for that amount of money from people. Logistically, maybe I should think about putting something up there with, like, the asterisk that, like, if you pay for this coaching, this is going to get turned into content as well, like a YouTube video or coaching. Coaching stuff might make okay direct to YouTube content. I wouldn't want it to be live, obviously, because I don't want random people I don't really know live on the stream. Also, chat can be assholes, but love you, chat, but it's true. I think I want to make a 3-3 here. But like that way if something happened that like we didn't want to be in content, it could be edited out for YouTube. Thanks for the 22 months, Sir Sparkles. Welcome back. Never been so offended by something I would 100% agree with. Maybe I was supposed to play Skyclave Cleric to trigger Valkyrie here. The problem is if they have like a Fateful Absence or like a Skyclave, I'm better off holding up Vanishing Verse. Stop taking my stuff. I mean, you hear how I talk when I stream. When I talk about things not wanting random people on my stream, it's not because of expletives. It's actually really funny when a lot of the times when I'm doing Pokemon Unite content with people for the first time, they like apologize when they swear. And I'm like, listen, there's no way you could possibly swear more during this Pokemon Unite session than I'm about to. It's not a big deal. I don't really care about vulgarity. Yes. Yeah, pretty much all MTG Melee tournaments are open deckless Moon Boots. One pod, please. We do at least have Luminarchs building up our board, but this Brutal Cathar is going to flip when we brick on drawing a spell here. And then if they have 2 spells next turn, we're just going to get dominated. It's really unfortunate. I'm going to make this a 2/4 here at least, so it can block their 3/3, but it's bad, man. Pokemon Unite's ladder system is designed in a way that you will get to Masters if you play a good bit. The real like rankings in Pokemon Unite are like the MMR within Masters. It's like Arena where it's designed to encourage you to play. So you get the prizes at the end of the season. Is Brutal Cathar the best day-night card? Yeah, not close. So this Brute's about to flip over because we couldn't draw a spell. They have not bred Boxer, but I would love to take one of those. I am going to be waiting till Monday to start on historic submissions, though, as an FYI. Well, that was one of the best draws in our deck. Pod was the actual best draw, but this is a close second. Yeah, Silence, my Pokemon Unite account is up to 10 level 30 items, and I only paid to whale 3 of them to 30 at the start. Or removal. Or probably just God at this point, right? I don't think we can come back from these Moonveil regions. Yeah. All right, let's try and get one more good match in with clerics, and then we'll move along to our next deck of the day. Today has been fairly devoid of turn stack. I think we've hit one turn stack in 3 hours. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me, Moon Boots? Why? Why would you say those words and summon the Aldrune's Epiphanies to the board in front of me? What did I ever do to you to deserve to be hurt in this manner? I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Plot twist, we're currently playing against Moon Boots. That'd be pretty funny. Okay, and the Doomscar there is why I played this out. I didn't want to vomit out my hand into a sweeper. Ah, we're so close, chat. We're so close. All right, well, that jump up means I'm about to get swept again, right? Hello, darkness, my old friend. My latter opponent's playing control again. Cannot catch a break. My hope is indeed fading. Oh my god, chat. They can Doomscar, and they can bounce their Leer with the Doomscar on the stack. Fuck. Oh, we never put Valorous Stance in here. Mistakes were made. The problem with Verse is when they don't draw Leer, it's just so atrocious, right? I think I'd rather just try and kill them. So, the key to your statement there, Darth, I surprised you have run into more Lear. They're super popular, it feels. Is that what you mean by they're super popular, it feels? Is that in your really tiny, statistically insignificant anecdotal sample size, you've run into a number of Lear decks? When the reality, when you look at significant sample sizes on things like Untapped, Lear actually isn't that popular. In fact, I wonder, what does Untapped look like for the last few days? It's actually a pretty good... It's a pretty good question. We have a date. Well, I guess Untapped actually probably doesn't have metrics yet, right? Because the thing was down for most of yesterday. Pokemon Unite is 10 cent. 10 cent is everything. Is it a video game? Is it video game related? Then 10 cent's probably involved. Like 10 cent like even manages magic stuff inside of China. I think this card is very playable. Chat, they're judging us, chat. A lot of creatures here. Yeah, when the cards have so much text on it, MTG bot's just like, nah, dog, I ain't posting all that in chat. Have a Scryfall link. This thing has Vigilance, too? Missed that it has Vigilance. Yeah, I missed getting a counter chat. You're correct. I'm gonna do this because it lets my Valkyries block their 4/4s. You think it went through. Did you use a... Okay. Did you use a Streamlabs link, Breadbox, or the Stream Elements? don't see it on my Stream Elements dashboard. Streamlabs. Okay. That should still go through. It's just the old link. Block both of these. It doesn't pop up on the new fancy notifications. Yes, perfect. I'd love to GM some Life Gain and Historic. Okay, so we're at exactly 27. What do we think of turning Valkyrie into... I think we're turning Valkyrie into an Hierophant here. And then next turn, we can run back the old pod Valkyrie into second Hierophant, get back both Valkyries. We have a 2-drop in here too. Yeah, so we'll get to pod this, get back the 2, get the Hierophant, get back both Valkyries. Hey, Soren, thanks for the 26 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So it's pushing on to 27. 26. Sorry. Math and stuff. Alright, and should they decide to draw or play a sweeper, we get to get a lot of our board back right away too. So even if they sweep, I get to get a Valkyrie back and get back 2 other 2s. Oh no. Oh no. What an aptly named card, chat. What an aptly named card. All right, we're no longer in danger of a sweeper. This is the part where they take 3 extra turns with Aldrin's Epiphany and we lose the game. Yay! They didn't take extra turns, chat. They didn't take extra turns, chat. I'm so excited. We get Skyclave Apparitions in here over the Spellbinders because their deck is more mid-rangey, less controlling than I thought it was going to be. I want these to interact with their things that play to the board. Is Faithbound Judge the best Primate S card ever printed? Yeah, I think so. The 2-drop, yeah, the new Primate. I think there's a good chance it's the best one, yeah. fine. Yeah, maybe they have enough stuff that Vanishing Verse is good. I don't know. I do feel like we're the beatdown here still, so I want to be relatively proactive. Their deck is more mid-rangey than I thought after the first game. They do have a number of threats that it can get rid of. I do this to just push the most damage. Are you ready, chat? Doomscar is ready. Oh, these went in the wrong order and I missed a health because of it. That's super unfortunate. Auto order abilities got us there. For the 19 months, Arpai, welcome back. You end up 1 point of life short for a Valkyrie. We can blame the auto order. Thanks for the follow. I am Bomb. Good afternoon. So this trigger is not going to target anything. This one can target the 1-drop. This targets a 3. I want the 1-drop to come in first. No, I want this one to come in first. I'm above 27s because I want my Righteous Valkyrie to come back. Yes. Okay. So this is whose trigger? This is the Valkyrie's trigger. Is going to get Luminarch. And then this is the Valkyrie. Okay. Oh, and the other one auto-targeted. Okay, well, we sequence this in the right order, chat. Are they dead next turn? I think they are, right? If they don't have interaction? Feels Magic the Gathering, man. In the Reed we trust. Thanks for the 23 months. And Blaster's Tome. Thanks for the 22. Hi, honey.
Would you believe me if I told you I was spelling?
No. That's gotta be a lie.
I mean,
Is that sticking?
it's melting, but it's definitely coming down.
Oh, chat, there's snow outside, chat. Yikes. I'm gonna lead on this because it forces... Excuse me? Well, alrighty then. Oh, I missed 2 points of damage. There should be some Valorous Stances in our 75. Is what we should have. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Maybe we should cast the shield. It's too late now. Thanks for the follow, Ragbert. I will say, I do like how Wizard slowly like massages and pushes the format in different directions with their different card releases, because Blue was really struggling in terms of having top end finishers, so I'm really glad that one of those got to show up to create a little bit extra diversity in the format. No, chat, this card's fine. Like you can target this with removal spells here. Our deck is misspelled. Our deck needs some Valorous Stances in it. This card existing is fine, and I agree. It's much less bad. It's a much less offensive finisher than Epiphany for sure. It's a card where you have to like have 7 mana and then it doesn't untap your lands right away, right? Yeah, 7 mana cards should be good. For sure. So, Cleric class, we kind of needed as a payoff last season before we added Voice of the Blessed, so I think I'm going to cut these. I don't feel like they're necessary anymore. And that'll give me room to bring in, we can put like a Skyclave Cleric in, and honestly, probably just the last Hierophant. And then this frees me up space in the sideboard here for some stands. Srack, thanks for the follow. Let's do one more here with the changes. I mean, to be fair, the thing that bounces all of your stuff there is going to be a little bit on the miserable side. It's definitely good in the blue-red mirror. That is true. You know, Christy was just down here. Yeah! Get main deck to rest. Ugh. Suck on these creatures. Neener, neener. Peak resolve. World's worst Gataxian probe is here. Thanks for the follows, Lurker Love and Benil. I mean, to be fair to the opponent, I actually think main deck duress is super reasonable still. It was good last format too, before the set released. Just like, our deck happens to be heavily creature based. We've what, just got the 4 pods in the main deck that duress takes? The format, this is like, I've played Magic for a long time, and this is the first format where main deck duress has felt reasonable. Expressive iteration. That's because of Dumb Epiphany. It actually isn't. So the reason why duress is main deckable in this format is largely due to the fact that the aggressive decks have a lot of good non-creature cards in them. So Rangers class, Chariot, Renin 7, these are all cards that like the green mid-range aggro deck plays. And those are in large part responsible for duress feeling main deckable. Thanks for the follow, Free Charles. Afternoon. Thanks everybody for hanging out this afternoon, by the way. Great to see over 1,200 people here for some Magic. If you're new to the channel, like the folks just following, welcome. My name's Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here Monday through Friday playing Magic the Gathering to start the stream every day. We always play Constructed, usually try and play 2 or 3 different decks every single day of the week. I also have a YouTube channel, the Daily Deck Digest, where every single day I post a video up there with a highlight of the best decks that we've played recently. So if you want to kind of not have to shift through the less than great things, it's a great concise place to find some neat ideas. Of our first video with the new set cards up there tomorrow. Have you ever supposed to Skyclave here to push damage? Especially with their discard spells. Holding this in hand might be medium. Alright, so probably a Leer deck I'd wager, huh? Bring in the Valorous Stance. I'm gonna trim most of my creature removal for the short term. Might reassess after we see more of their deck here. Thanks for the Prime, Alex. There's a ton of great people you can send those Bezo bucks to every month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending them this way this month. Need 5 cuts here. Maybe Reidane's not good enough. I actually didn't see any super expensive cards out of them. Let's chill on Reidane. I'm going to bring in Spellbinder because this is disruptive against lower cost things too. Yeah, just here for the last couple. I assume things like Duress and the opponent's deck likely gets much better post-board than our deck does. They're going to likely be cutting things like Duress and Go Blank that don't play to the board. So it's good that we won game 1, because I would imagine we'll have a tougher time in these post-board games when they're more interactive. Do Reidane and Spellbinder combo? They do not. So Spellbinder makes a 2-mana thing cost 4. Reidane does not increase it further. If there's a power word kill in my Cleric's future. Yes, unless it's 4+ mana to start. Modifiers like Spellbinder and Thalia don't change the mana value of spells that they're impacting. They just change how much mana you have to spend. So yeah, if you like Spellbinder a Doomscar and then have a Reidane in play, the Doomscar costs 9. I am Bomb. Thanks for the brand new Prime. Welcome to the channel this afternoon. Appreciate the support. Our plays have been rather scripted here. Hopefully we can draw a pod or something to generate some decisions. We've got huge tracts of land. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. They didn't tap another blue. So we're not getting extra turned. That's it's a chonky werewolf, chat. Big chunker. Yeah, they look to be red-black splashing expressive iteration so far. I'd wager they have counterspells in the sideboard as well, if I had to venture a guess. Probably want Vanishing Verse for game 3, looking at their threat lineup here. Will there be other decks today? Yeah. This is our last match with this one. I'm planning to be live for another 4 hours or so I'll probably do 2 more. Why did we spend the treasure to activate the Hive? I'm gonna trade this off before this flips over. Alright, let's get some more gold span answers in our deck. The Absent tokens go. Neither of the tokens decks will end up on YouTube. They were atrocious. Kaya is not a playable Magic card. Planeswalkers that don't play to the board the turn you play them are just not good enough. They need way more loyalty than she has. Her upside is too minimal when she's good to make up for all the times when she's awkward and bad. I think the Kraken's great, Suna. I think it's probably playable in a lot of different things. Someone mentioned earlier today that it's been 2 years since Oko was banned now. Next week it'll be 2 years on the 18th. Okay. See chat, counterspell. Not that we have a whole lot else going on here.
I've now graced you with my presence twice today.
You're so lovely.
So congratulations.
Chat, she brought me lunch because she loves me. Okay, that gets rid of that one. What are spells, chat? Baby, don't hurt me. What a weird game. Yeah, there should definitely be Valorous Stance in the 75. It was a nice show off of the flexibility there. I will also say I was pretty happy with this overall. The new 2-drop Cleric really felt like it filled a hole that we were missing. Cleric of Lifespawn along with Righteous Valkyrie were our best tools in this archetype last season. And I think this slots in really elegantly. We had previously played Cleric class, which is a little bit clunky, especially against things unsummoning or opposing Skyclave Apparition and stuff, and just having another cheap threat that plays to the board well on its own felt very reasonable. I think I'm pretty happy with where we ended up at. I don't think I'd make any changes after playing this. If you're looking for somewhere to start, this seems like a fine place to jump in for